When we're creating a script is simply a set of instructions that we want to do one in order, and it's a series of steps. So, for example, if I wanted to create a script that will save a listing of all the users online, and I'm going to save that to a file called whoison. I want to save a list of all the files in the directory called my documents. And then I also want to save a copy of the calendar for 1989. I can create a script to do this, so in one run it will do that. So in my directory, I'm going to, let's start with VI, and we'll just call it a sample script. And now I'm in my VI editor. From here, each one of those steps is going to be its own line. So the first thing that I wanted to do was save a listing of the users online. So the command for that is who, go to insert mode, is who, and then I want to redirect that to who is on. So that's going to give me one command. Normally if we type that in without redirecting it, it will simply display it on the screen, but I want it to save a file. I'm going to do a semicolon so that I know that it's the end of one instruction. The next thing that I want to do is create a list of all the files in the directory. So that command is ls, and I want to save that to my documents. And again, a semicolon. And now I'm going to save a copy of the calendar, so calendar 1989, and we're going to save it to a file called 1989. And again, I want the semicolon so that I know that it's the end of the line in the next command. So now I can save this, and if I do an ls in my directory, you'll see here where I have my sample script that's right there. And in order to execute it, the first thing that I do, let's do a cat of that so we can see. So you can see those are my commands that I want in there. They're all individual commands. But in order to execute it, I have to be able to put that execute permission on it. So I'm going to do change mode +X for sample script. Now if I do an ls, sample script is green now, so I see now that it's an executable file. So now when I run this, notice that right now on my screen, once I enter it, I don't see anything because I didn't ask it to display anything on the screen. I simply had it create files. So now if I do an ls, now you'll see I have some new files. I have who's on, I have 1989, and I have my documents. So the instructions that we gave it now has created all of those files. So now if I do a cat who is on, it will show me that right now I'm the only one logged into the server, and it gives me that information. And all three of those were separate commands that I put into a single script. So if you think about the project that I've asked you to do this week, think of each step or each instruction on there as a separate line. I want you to do X on a file, and then I also want you to be able to transpose things or find unique files. So each one of those is a step. I hope this helps. If not, let me know, and I will try and create another video to help explain it a little better.